And on my way over to right now, I'm in Basel, which is on the border of Germany, Switzerland, and France. And I lose track because my daughter likes to go to different countries, and we'll be in a new country tomorrow. But anyway, in Basel, as I was coming over here, I was reading some stuff about AI and kind of watching a podcast that the guy did where he was explaining this 165-page document that was created by one of the employees of OpenAI. And in this document, he basically described what the future of AI could look like. And it was very interesting to see what can happen in terms of how it's going to change the world. Like they were basically saying that once they develop like this super intelligence, which is beyond artificial general intelligence, that's what they're trying to do now. But then eventually, when they develop super intelligence, where the AI is as smart as an AI researcher, they said it's over. At that point, that could, in their mind, they said that could literally be the last invention ever created by a human being, because at that point, the AI would then start to develop on top of itself. And you would have millions of AI bots that are smarter than smarter than the most advanced Harvard educated AI researchers. And you would have millions of them all solving problems and sharing information. So that would lead to, in their view, a significant, highly, very rapid advancement of technology. Now, is that really going to happen that way? I don't know, but I'm really curious to see what that looks like. Like if that just leads to like 1,000 years of advancement in a few weeks. But they were literally saying that these AI bots could literally solve a problem that might have taken us 300 years, solve it in a month, right? Just crazy stuff like that. So AI is the future. AI is massive. Investment in AI, I think, is critical. I sent you all the list of AI stocks. If you don't have it, text the word stock to 87948. If you text stock to 87948, I can send it to you. But I really think that AI is something you don't want to miss out on. Every indicator I've read pretty much says it's dominating. The hard part, though, is that AI to this point has not translated financially into what they thought it was going to be. Now, Nvidia is making a ton of money from AI because they sell the picks and shovels for AI investors. They're selling the chips that people need to apply AI. But what has occurred is a lot of these people buying these AI tools and these chips have not yet figured out how to really monetize at a high level in AI. Chat GPT has, but a lot of companies haven't. So that's going to be one indicator in terms of whether or not AI actually turns into the financial boost that it's expected to be. But I just cannot imagine anything else happening. And I think with AI, it's going to be complicated also by what I see in advancements in quantum computing. Like, I just wonder how that's going to blend. Like, what happens when we finally figure out quantum computing? Because they said that the country that develops quantum computing first is going to run the world, whatever country that is. So, quantum computing mixed with artificial intelligence. I just can't imagine what the next, what life is going to be like in 20 years. I look forward to it, but it's also scary because it's going to be a different reality from the one you're living right now. I promise you that. And you don't want to put your head in the sand on that one. Okay. So anyway, let me keep going. All right. So let's see. Michael says, can you explain how margin is paid back? Yes. Every month they just take out the interest that you owe on the margin that you've used, and they calculate that on Robinhood. Margin costs about 6.5%. It's not bad. I think margin is wonderful. Margin is access to capital, and that's really what I believe the Black community needs as much as we need reparations. Just the ability to borrow money so you can make your moves, so you can make investments. A lot of people don't understand that. They think that just getting a paycheck or getting a grant or something is better than anything else. No, sometimes getting a loan can change your life too if you know what to do with that money. It's like somebody loaning you their car and they say, "Look, I'm not going to give you a car, but you can borrow my car for 5 years." Well, then hell, you can do whatever you want now. You don't need to own a car. You're borrowing a car, and you can go make money with the car now, and then buy you a car with the money that you make. So that's what happens when people loan you money. It's just like somebody loaning you. They're loaning you a financial vehicle. They're loaning you something that can let you go make more money. So I don't know. So don't get scared of debt. I'm not saying go get it. I'm just saying don't let anybody tell you that debt is always bad, because that's not true. All right. Let's see. Can racism be built into AI? Probably. I think racism's everywhere. Um, I honestly, I'm tired of being scared of racism. I just am. I don't. I can't. I'm a grown man. I can't walk around here scared of what a white man's going to say about me and all this other stuff. I'm not saying that it's appropriate. I'm not saying that it's okay. I just think that's a distraction, and I think that limits us in our abilities, because we think that everything we're capable of is dependent on whether or not white people like us. And I think that that's just nonsense because I think we can do whatever we want to do. So racism, I hate to tell you, but I think it's never going to go away. They're never going to love you the way they told you in elementary school. You're going to have to go get it, and once you realize that, the freedom is that you now don't have to worry about what other people think. You can just go do what you got to do. I've never met a white man who told me that I can't go read a book. I've never met a white man who told me I couldn't start a business. I've never met a white man who told me I couldn't take care of my wife. I've never met a white man who told me that I couldn't be a good father. And I've never met white people who've ever done any of these things. I never told a white man, or I never met a white man who shoved fried chicken down my throat and forced me to eat unhealthy food. I've never been a white man who told me that I couldn't see a therapist and work on my mental health. I just never run into that. So sometimes I think we're shadow boxing against a ghost of what we think is holding us back, when really I think that the answer to us is us. It really comes down to us.